So this is a tutorial on the multiple ways to trade the Strat using Trade Unafraid. And to provide a tangible example, we are going to look at the BABA 15-minute chart from this morning and exhibit how you could set up a trade plan on this BABA 212 continuation pattern right here. The simplest way to accomplish this using Trade Unafraid is to use one of the candle break setups. We have our symbol as BABA, we are trading in options, and we are looking to go short. Our setup is either this candle or previous candle. Previous candle will place a trigger at the bottom of the previous candle. Let's say if the time is currently where the blue arrow is, and we want to place a trigger at the bottom of the inside candle. So then we would use the previous candle setup. This candle says to wait until the current candle completes and then place a trigger at the bottom of that candle. So let's say we're in the midst of this inside candle and we want to trade the break of the inside candle specifically. So we would choose this candle, we would wait for this candle to complete, and then we would place a trigger at the bottom of this candle. These setups are if you're actively at the monitor, watching the stock play out, and want to set a trigger on the break of the candle. If you are short, we will know to place the trigger at the candle low, and if you are long, we will know to place the trigger at the top of the candle high. This trigger constantly updates for each new candle, meaning that with each incoming candle, the trigger will adjust to that new candle low or high. The next way to do this is through the candle pattern setup. This is a new feature we recently added and that we are very excited about. So let's say the market hasn't opened yet and you are looking to play a few of the stocks on Rob's gap list. With this, you can feed us the multiple strat setups you would like to watch for and we will monitor them for you. You can tell us to watch for a 212, maybe a 312, whatever you would like. You would do it as follows, right? So you have 2, 1, 2. So this would be a 2-1-2 continuation pattern. Maybe you'd like to go for a 2 up, 2 down pattern. Maybe 3, 1, 2. You can feed us whatever you would like. The software is agile, smart and agile, and we will realize that, for example, on a 3-1-2, if this turns into a 3-1-1-2, we will realize that and we will continue to look for the 2 down. Right? So let's go through this BABA setup. So the 2 down is achieved right here, and on this candle, it would start to look for a 1. Right? And obviously, right, this is another 2 candle, but the software is smart. It realizes that this is another 2 candle, and it continues to look for another 1. So then the 1 occurs here, and we place a trigger right here at the bottom of the 1. And on the break of this candle, right, we have a market entry, and we will enter on the break of the candle low. In addition, we can add a full time frame continuity filter to your trade, right? So you just go like this, very simple. Say we want to make sure that the 60-minute, the 1 day, and the 1 week, let's say, we're going to go short, so they need to all be red to enter the trade. So you would add this filter, and at the time of the break of the 2 down in one of these candle patterns, it would first check, do we have full time frame continuity? And only if we do, can we enter the trade. Lastly, Trade Unafraid also allows you to automate your exits. And I'm just going to run through the most simple strat ways to do this. As you can see, we offer a ton of different exits. So a loss limit is your simple stop loss. So we have a $150 stop on the trade. You can also, let's say, add a candle trail, and this is going to be a live trigger that's placed at the top of the candle, right? So when you enter on this 2, the stop will be placed here. And then when this candle finishes, the stop here, right? And so on as each candle progresses. Right, so essentially you always have the ability in strat terms to be watching for any kind of reverse signal to exit your trade. And the last exit tactic that's very strat specific is our green to red candles, and essentially this is watching for a 2 go 3 candle. Right, so let's clear this. So it watches for any candle that turns into a 2, right? So the second that it breaks this low or this low, right, it becomes a 2 candle. And it waits and sees, does this candle break the low and then retrace into a certain height of the previous candle, right? So, let's say it breaks this one, then we'll place another trigger. I have mine set at retrace percentage of 60%, and we'll see if it's going to retrace up to here. And if it does, it will exit the trade. So, it's watching for a 2 that's going to go into a 3, turn into a 3. Same thing with this 2 right here. We'll place a trigger here, and same thing here.